Introduction. 2024 equals approximately 5 months of travel and 5 months of prison. This book, detailing what it was to do more time than some pedos, the setbacks endured, the becoming of a cover-up. From his unpublished autobiographical manuscript written in prison. 2. But an autobiography of a freedom fighter must inevitably be influenced by the question whether the revelation of certain facts, however true they may be, will help advance the struggle or not. If the disclosure of such facts will enable us to see problems clearly and bring nearer our goal, then it is our duty to do so, however much such revelations may adversely affect the particular individuals concerned. Nelson Mandela, Conversations with Myself. Most of this autobiography was drafted as a handwritten manuscript during my time at Adelaide Women's Prison, AWP. Thank you to everyone who gave me pens. I love you all. Outwardly, I smiled, happy, funny, and mischievous. But all it took was a word, a moment, a statement to reveal the deep look of a tormented soul. Almost half of 2024 I spent traveling the east coast of Australia, free as a bird. The other half of 2024 was mostly spent in the confinement of AWP, with as little freedom as life can offer. The torts are a result of 2 separate incarcerations during the period, start of June 2024 until start of December 2024. Locked up for what should have been no case to answer defense. 10 days separated this devastating level of harassment that Sapol repeated. Almost 6 weeks of this time, I was locked in the old parts of AWP, like a dungeon compared to other units. A small concrete and wire cage was all you had to exercise in over the 5 odd hours of out-of-cell time that was allocated as unlock for the day. Enough room for a row of 6 to 8 people wide to stand side by side and step approximately 10 steps to the other end of the cage. I was given less privileges than convicted pedophiles while held on remand at AWP pleading not guilty. Both the best of my strengths and the worst of my death-wishing misery shone. Through hope and hardship, torts and collective trauma, the altruist elements of the moment kept me going. A determination to not allow a cover-up of criminal negligence to succeed. A vision of a better world, barbed wire noose, BN couture gracing the New York Fashion Week runways, Milan, London, Paris, all a vision and a blur during solidarity. I dreamed of and at times dreaded freedom. I felt like I felt nothing and had a lack of freedom for a decade since 2014. Prison at times seemed easier than reality, despite my life's momentous achievements. A mindless, numbing, fancy-free environment. Regimented roof, 3 meals, warm bed. The worst features were unruly screws, prison guards who would pin inmate against inmate and antagonize drama, causing fights that resulted in injuries to inmates and guards alike. Jail shouldn't be easy, yet it should not be an avenue exploiting taxpayers' dollars by betting on fights between inmates, antagonizing people past rehabilitation to trauma level, and engaging criminal conduct causing drug overdoses and injuries. Personally, I witnessed staff encouraging inmates to fight each other both verbally as a group directive and individually. Good case notes were promised to persons who would do the bidding of staff, whether the deed was sexual gratification or physical violence, as well as being subject to harassment from heterosexual and homosexual staff. Female screws in a female prison with a sexual desire for women, to me was more confronting than being strip-searched by a male who desired women. The integrity and legal evaluations of prison procedure and failing logistics evident in each area of prison. Emotionally exhausted is the only way to explain feeling such peace in chaos, drained and revived so many times over these years. Jail sucks, and was a really bad holiday. Yet I grew there. Unfortunately for the men driving my incarceration, I did not languish. Refusing to go out like this, brand barbed wire noose nearing its 20th birthday. I found hope and happiness in being productive during this time, as hard as it was. I entered the Kerry Packer Civic Centre and UNISA Artists on the Inside exhibit, created a silk painting and both human rights artworks, the silk for an exhibition with KU Arts, which was also a public exhibition. I was promised by staff I would be able to keep these exhibited artworks. When the exhibition at the art gallery closed, my artworks were not returned to me. Instead, they apparently went missing in transit-stated AWP after months of following up on the exhibited property, continuing to manage my clothing brand from the inside. Barbed wire noose, TVC debuts on mainstream television. The design concepts I had been pondering since late 2023, I drew up. Eco Fashion Week Australia 2024 garments.